The Arizona Department of Corrections, Rehabilitation and Reentry was back in court today after a federal judge said it failed to make changes it agreed to. Back in 2012, the department was sued over failure to provide basic health care to its inmates required by law. The lawsuit was then settled on the terms of addressing flaws in Arizona state prison health care system and dangerous conditions in isolation units. But a judge argued those changes were never made. News 4 Tucson's Shelley Jackson joins us now live with more details on this failed agreement between ADCRR and the plaintiffs involved. Shelley, this is an issue that goes back a ways, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, Sean, like you just said, this stems from a 2012 lawsuit brought on behalf of 33,000 inmates in Arizona prisons. The lawsuit claimed there were unconstitutional levels of health care, including dental and mental health, provided to these inmates. The suit was thought to have been settled in 2015.
It's just very frustrating to have filed this case almost 10 years ago now and, have the state of Arizona promise to remedy the really atrocious level of health care in its state prisons back in 2015, and for them not to have done so.
Barr was one of the attorneys in the class action lawsuit against the Arizona Department of Corrections, Rehabilitation and Reentry. He says the ADCRR has failed to meet terms of that 2015 agreement.
We weren't even asking that they had to enforce it 100%. It started out at you had to enforce it at 70%, 75%, 85%, and so on. And that was done at the beginning of 2015. And in the 6 years since, this Arizona Department of Corrections was never able to comply with what they had promised to do.
According to court documents, the ADCRR failed to meet the basic requirements per the agreement, and in 2018, a judge found Arizona's prisons chief in civil contempt of court, and the department was sanctioned twice to the tune of $2.5 million. Last July, U.S. District Court Judge Rosalind Silver ordered the case reopened, saying defendants have consistently failed to meet many of the stipulation's critical benchmarks. Families of inmates spoke out at the settlement hearing in 2015.
At least someone knows that these people are treated like animals. They truly are. It's about time something got done.
Now, News 4 Tucson reached out to the ADCRR for a comment. They refused to comment on pending litigation. This trial is expected to last through the week. On the southeast side, Shelley Jackson, News 4 Tucson.